Hey, today I'm going to show behind the scenes for an animation I did for @SaintMonster on Twitter. Okay, so here I'm going to go over the actual canvas that I had working on the entire time while working on this animation. Here you see I got these two characters. You can see some details that probably didn't show up very well in the finished animation just because of all the effects and stuff I layered on top of it and how it was a little bit zoomed out, you know. But here they are, moving and stuff, you know, as animation tends to. Got a bunch of different layers and stuff. There are a lot of layers going here, as you can probably tell based on how complex these designs are. Here, if I zoom out a little bit, I have some screenshots from Princess Mononoke here, because that was kind of visual style that I wanted to go for when I had them standing next to each other like that, and ended up adding the background and everything. I wanted to kind of make it look like that movie because, you know, it's a cool movie. Here on the bottom, the sword that the skeleton is carrying, because I didn't want to draw each individual frame of the sword being swung around. You can kind of tell it's like a sort of it's a bit of a tween, but that's okay. I think it still looks convincing enough. I have all the different angles for the weight on the bottom of the hammer here, because that was another thing that I didn't want to draw every individual frame of. The actual handle and stuff up here is all drawn by hand the entire time. The weight on the bottom, I did not have the patience to draw. Aside from that though, everything is hand drawn. I have all the sketches in different colors and stuff. I didn't actually sketch out the shading. That was just something that I did on my own afterwards. I think it turned out pretty well. Hang on. What have I done? Okay. That's what happens when you have this many layers. It starts to get confusing. And then here you got your skeleton. You did the fires separately, which was a pretty difficult effect actually, just based on the way that it gets covered by certain things, like the parts of the clothes that it falls behind and the loincloth and everything. Trying to figure out how to get the opacity to work, but I think it turned out pretty well. And then with the rest of the animation, it looks pretty good. I can show a bit of the sketch. The first pass for the skeleton was really, really simple. It's just one drawing that I dragged upwards because I thought that was kind of all I needed at that point. Here's the background art that I used for the video. This is just kind of its most unaltered state. I wish I had recorded a time-lapse of this. I will try to do that the next time I make an animation with backgrounds like this, because I think that would be interesting to watch. Got like the foreground here, which really took a pretty long time, but I like how it came out. I really like working with really harsh shadows like that. I think it looks cool. It really sort of gives the sense that it's taking place early in the morning or late in the evening, and I think it's neat. Got the first background here also with the trees. This part I kind of phoned in a little bit just because at that point I was tired of painting, but I think it still looks good when you if you squint a little from back here, and especially with the characters on the front once they're there and all the filters applied and everything, it looks pretty good. I have another layer of trees in the back just to add a little bit more depth, and then I got the mountains and clouds, which make up the rest of the background. I think it looks pretty cool. you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you liked it, because it was pretty fun to make, and I'd be happy to do more stuff like this in the future if people are interested. I'll be having a new music video coming out pretty soon, before the end of summer, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day.